Your total news coverage from the Cascades to the Columbia Basin. This is local news at 6 on Saturday.
Good evening, I'm Lucinda Kay.
And I'm Jim Carey. Thanks for joining us.
Many people in Washington are sick and tired of paying high prices for car tabs.
So groups across the state are trying to get rid of the excise tax. So those expensive tags you pay every time you license your car in Washington state may come to an end if a group of drivers gets their way. Initiative 691 makes tonight's top story. The so-called No Car Tax Initiative could put an end to the license excise tax on motor vehicles. Drivers currently pay for tabs every year. It's based on a formula that calculates the car's total worth and how much it has depreciated. Supporters of the referendum say with the state's budget balanced and surplus money available, the excise tax should be put in the junk pile.
The budget and run at a fairly even keel, we can go ahead and get this tax cut. And I think it's a good thing to go after, and people are very annoyed when they go to get their license tabs.
The measure calls for a cut in the tax by 1999, and they want it eliminated by the year 2000.
Maybe we could eliminate winter by the year 2000.
I hope we have it eliminated a lot sooner than that. Let's find out what we can look forward to. Here's Elizabeth Gardner with our first forecast.
Jim and Lucinda, we can look forward to some showers. It looks like possibly even mixed with snow starting late tonight and into tomorrow morning, but it looks like we could see a few breaks in the clouds by tomorrow afternoon. Our temperatures will be a little on the cool side, but nothing too terrible, but it doesn't look like we're going to be getting rid of winter anytime soon. I'll have more on the forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Elizabeth. A 16-year-old Finley boy is recovering from some minor injuries tonight. 4 other teens beat him up and robbed him last night. Benton County Sheriff's deputies say the victim was walking to a friend's house along Morton Road in Finley about 8 o'clock. The 4 suspects drove up in a T-Bird. The Finley teens jumped out and started beating him, then demanded his wallet. The 16-year-old gave up his wallet and made his way to a store where he called his parents. The family did find the suspect's car, and then they called 911. The 4 teens have been charged with robbery, and one of the 16-year-olds has been charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. Emergency management officials are critiquing themselves after this morning's mock ammonia leak. The exercise was designed to test the emergency response plan developed by the Boardman Area Planning Group. It all happened at the Coyote Springs Power Plant at the Port of Morrow near Boardman, Oregon. The drill included an ammonia truck with a ruptured tank. Local police, fire, and hazmat teams took part in the event, including a hazmat team from the Hammer facility at Hanford.
Well, some people in our area took a stroll on the boardwalk today and collected their money as they passed go. It's part of the annual Monopoly tournament fundraiser for the Kennewick General Hospital Foundation. Players were divided into student and adult categories. John Julian won the adult division. His score may qualify him to play in the national tournament. And David Marth of Hanford High School won the youth division. His $100 prize will go towards the school's concert choir. Organizers say the tournament raised close to $6,000.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a lot of money for Monopoly. I always lose in Monopoly. I lose everything, money, houses.
You got to get
everything.
Boardwalk and Park Place.
I know, that's a trick, huh? Well, mothers stand up for breastfeeding in the Senate. We'll tell you what happened next.
Plus, breathing fresh air can do more than fill your lungs. We'll show how you can help heal.
Those mics.
Dear Mama, it's 3 months since I left Drysville, our town without milk.
I've seen the world, and now know cereal is not meant to be swallowed dry. Brownies aren't doorstops. People actually eat them. I'm not coming back. I can no longer live in a town that holds no milk for me.
What's wrong, Mother?
He's drinking straight out of the carton.
Before we built one part for the new Dodge Intrepid, we built the whole car digitally. That way, we were able to test more than 2,000 engines, numerous suspensions, a multitude of seats, and a vast number of headlamps. The result is 1 in a million. The new Dodge Intrepid. We're changing everything. Again. See the friendly Northwest Dodge dealer near you.
over 4 decades.
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
One man produced over 25 hit series and shaped the future of television. Now the stars are coming out to salute the most successful producer in television history. Even the original Charlie's Angels are together again.
That I love you more than they do.
An all-star party for Aaron Spelling, ABC tonight.
This play is designed to tell you how to succeed in getting ahead.
I can.
How to succeed in romance.
She wants me.
How to succeed in smash Broadway musical.
I believe.
Find out why the New York Times calls it a non-stop delight.
This book is all that we need.
How to succeed in business.
Without really trying.
I like this thinking.
For tickets, call 575-6264.
The women in the State House thought it was a sure thing this year, but other legislators say there doesn't need to be a law protecting breastfeeders. Right now, mothers can be charged with indecent exposure if they breastfeed in public, but the Senate let the House bill die late last night. The Senate floor leader who directs bill traffic in the Senate says there's no conspiracy to kill the measure, HB 1194. The senator says they just ran out of time.
Well, it's the only machine of its kind in our region, and the machine helps people with wounds that won't heal.
As Shelley Crenshaw reports, the hyperbaric chamber gives patients pure doses of H2O.
Sylvia Thomas is already getting her daily dose of fresh air. Doctor's orders.
Cinderella in the glass coffin. It's kind of what it looks like.
It's called a hyperbaric chamber. Its job is to increase the amount of oxygen a person breathes and improve blood circulation.
It feels good, and I don't think it's hurting it any, so I think it's a good deal to do it.
Most of the patients that we are treating in these hyperbaric chambers are patients who have chronic wounds, who can't heal their wounds because they have an oxygen deficit.
Because of the lack of oxygen, open sores and wounds don't heal properly. This is Thomas's 4th day of therapy. Without it, doctors say she could lose her leg.
And I already have the other leg an amputation from cancer, so I didn't want to do that.
Patients in the chamber lay in a comfortable atmosphere of pure oxygen. During their 90-minute hyperbaric therapy session, they can watch TV and relax. Inside the chamber, the oxygen level is 13 times more concentrated than the air in this room.
It's good. You're breathing pure oxygen.
Respiratory therapist Sean Klum says more oxygen in the body increases blood flow to areas around open wounds, thus speeding up the healing process. Klum says seeing the results and the happy face of Thomas is what's rewarding.
Because they've had that wound for so long, and we help them to they see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Hyperbaric treatment is also used for emergency situations. That's why the staff here is available around the clock to provide treatment when needed. Covering Richland, Shelley Crenshaw, Total News.
The hyperbaric chamber is also used to treat decompression sickness in scuba divers.
Well, Jim, Elizabeth Gardner has kept her eye on Mother Nature for us for 3 years now, but today is her last day.
Yep, she's moving on someplace else, so I think we better find out where she's headed. Elizabeth?
Well, Jim and Lucinda, I'm going to Raleigh, North Carolina, and that's actually where I was born. I'm originally from North Carolina, and I'm going to be the weekend weather anchor on WRAL. And I'm certainly going to miss this area and everyone. It has really been a great experience to be here, so I leave with definite mixed feelings. But the weather there will be a little bit warmer than what we have here, and I'll tell you what we can expect for the rest of the weekend and your work week coming up in just a minute.
Treat you right, don't I? I always do what you want to do. Like, remember last Sunday when you wanted to go to McDonald's for 39-cent cheeseburgers? I took you, right? Well, what about Wednesday for 29-cent hamburgers, huh?
It's not you.
Well, what's wrong?
It's Thursday. Now at McDonald's, you can get 39-cent cheeseburgers every Sunday and 29-cent hamburgers every Wednesday. Did somebody say McDonald's?
Okay, check it out. A Cherry 65 Mustang Fastback, 289, 4-speed dual exhaust. They don't make them like they used to, right? Right! They make them even better! Check this out. The 98 Stang, fuel-injected high-output 4.6, quick-shifting 5-speed overdrive training, stainless steel headers, and low-profile tires. Not to mention dual airbags and a 460-watt CD player. I guess things really do get better with age. The 98 Ford Mustang, starting at $246 a month at your Northwest Ford dealer.
When you give a solitaire, you say more. And you say it with more brilliance, more depth, more fire. The Diamond Solitaire. A diamond is forever. De Beers.
So, Delmar, how many chickens have you got on this farm?
50,000.
Wow. Sometimes you get so busy on the farm, you ever miss having breakfast?
Sometimes we'll have breakfast for dinner, yeah.
Well, how about IHOP's new scrambles? Our ranch scramble is stuffed with ham, tomato, and onion, then smothered with cheese. Served with hash browns and buttermilk pancakes from $3.99.
I'd like to try it.
So this is Cliff in America's Heartland, reminding you that any time is a great time for breakfast at IHOP. So, Delmar, which did come first, then, the chicken or the egg?
I don't know.
We certainly had a gorgeous day yesterday. In some places saw some more sunshine today. It's been nice for the last few days. But we do have more clouds on the way, and of course that normally means some sort of shower activity. And we are expecting to see showers, especially overnight in the northern Cascades of Oregon. So if you're planning to drive in that direction, if you're going to be driving through the Cascades at all in Oregon, keep that in mind. We're also going to see some snow accumulating in the mountains of northeast Oregon, some snow possible in the Blues and through the Cascades. And you can see here's the system headed right our way. We've got a nice big low pressure system that's sitting out here just off the coast, and it's helping to spin this moisture up into our area. And after this moves through, you can see that it's really beginning to sort of break apart a little bit. So we're not expecting to see any real heavy showers from this. And overnight, some of this is going to fall as snow, and of course that depends on how high up you are. The lower in elevation you are, the more chances this is going to be rain, and as you go up, it's going to definitely be snow. But we do expect it to be rain pretty much everywhere tomorrow afternoon except up into the higher elevations of the mountains. But we're also expecting this to kind of move through. We may see some breaks by late tomorrow afternoon. And then after that, we see some more changes. We're going to begin to see everything coming in directly from the west. And that usually means a fairly wet pattern for us. We'll see clouds and some scattered showers. That'll linger into the middle of the week. But our passes so far are good. Everything is bare and dry or bare and wet. But remember, with this system coming through, we will be seeing some snow in the mountains. Again, we're not expecting anything really heavy. It doesn't take much to make the driving a little bit slippery. Here's a look at the forecast tonight in Yakima. Mostly cloudy. Chance of snow late with a low of 30. Tomorrow morning, some light snow, then partial clearing. We're really only looking at 1 to 2 inches accumulation total. Then we'll see 43 for the afternoon high. Light snow in Ellensburg tomorrow morning, then partial clearing with a high of 40. Tri-Cities tonight, mostly cloudy. Rain showers possibly mixed with snow in places, 35 degrees for the morning low. And tomorrow we'll see morning showers, some afternoon clearing, and a high of 49. 48 in Walla Walla with scattered showers in Pendleton for most of the day, with a high of 46. Monday we'll see more scattered showers, but Tuesday through Thursday things begin to dry out a little bit as our pattern changes again. We'll see highs 45 to 55 and lows 25 to 35. So that's a look at one of my last forecasts. I'll be back at 11 o'clock. So we'll see you then. Lucinda, Jim.
One more time at 11. Thanks, Elizabeth. Most Wanted is an action thriller starring Keenan Ivory Wayans. It's now out on video, and Mr. Movie has a review.
Most Wanted is an ordinary thriller. No, it's a less than ordinary thriller. No, it's an awful thriller. Keenan Ivory Wayans is a Marine assigned to a top-secret elite unit. They're performing an anti-terrorist operation near the First Lady of the United States when she's suddenly killed. The murder is pinned on Wayans, who from the beginning was set up by John Voight to be the patsy.
Should have killed me while you had the chance, Don.
Go, Brandon, on your... I'm a Marine. We don't plan, we improvise.
Wayne's way of improvising is to blow up the helicopter Boyd is standing next to and jumping off the roof of a multi-story building to escape. But no matter where he goes, people recognize him. Those are undoubtedly people who are running out of a theater when Most Wanted showed there. The movie is that bad. So bad, in fact, that I'd be wary of huge crowds running out of video stores over this one. Only die-hard action fans are going to care one way or another about Most Wanted. If it's your cup of tea, enjoy. As for me, I rate Most Wanted just a bag of hot buttered popcorn on the Mr. Movie 0 to 5 scale.
Doesn't look too bad.
No, it looks...
Okay.
I don't know.
One of the biggest girls volleyball tournaments in the Northwest is in Yakima today.
And everybody's trying to get a good seat. More than 200 junior Olympic volleyball teams are playing all over the Yakima Valley. The players are all 18 years old and younger. Yakima and Sela are among several local teams playing. Excited fans watch on the sidelines and watch from above. But one coach acting as a temporary referee says she has the best seat in the house.
A great view. Actually, I was just noticing this. I haven't done this in a long time. You can really see a lot from the top, especially like with hand calls, setting, and those kind of things. And actually, it's a fun place to look at the game. It is. You get to see a lot.
And you can still catch the tournament tomorrow at many school gyms all over the Yakima Valley. Just make sure you get a good seat with a view.
And it's hard to think about volleyball with sport.
I know.
Basketball.
I didn't even realize there was volleyball because there's been so much basketball. And today was the final game of the year for many of our local teams. We'll show you who ended the year with the win. And it was a wild one in the 4A regional game between Kamiakin and Central Valley. We'll bring you the amazing finish when we come back with all of your basketball action.
Remember when battery installation was simple? Well, times have changed. Now many cars require special equipment to diagnose battery problems. Special tools are needed for proper installation. Recommendation, come to Les Schwab. We take pride in doing things right and complete. It's why we clean and inspect your cables first, then install your battery. Backed in writing with the Les Schwab warranty. When it's time for your next battery, come to Les Schwab. We install it free.
Tonight's Mr. Movie is sponsored by your Les Schwab Tire Center.
Rainbird Sidewinder Sprinkler is very versatile. With no tools, you can change the trajectory of the water from high to low. Replace the nozzles for different flow rates or unplug the nozzle while the system is in operation. Rainbird Sidewinders throw an excellent pattern and can replace brass sprinklers in certain applications. Of course, Muffet & Sons can design and install your orchard, vineyard, nursery, and hop system for sprinkler, micro, or drip. Remember, Rainbird and Muffet & Sons. With our 4 stores, we make a great combination for all your irrigation needs.
See an outdoor entertainment deck built from start to finish at the Home Show, March 6th, 7th, and 8th at the Yakima Sundo. Visit over 250 booths filled with innovative home products and furnishings, fixtures, and equipment. Let lawn and garden experts show you how to extend your living space. Talk to those in the know about home financing and home care services. $5 adults, $4 seniors. New 3-day passes now available. Don't miss the Home Show at the Yakima Sundo, March 6th, 7th, and 8th. Brought to you by the Central Washington Home Builders Association.
Reliable sources report Mr. Rockford having been charged with murder in the first degree. Murder!
Jim Rockford is an operative who likes to do things the hard way.
Blood. There's blood on the seat.
You sound like a conspiracy buff.
You got me into it. Is it about time for an intermission? I'm out of popcorn.
James Garner stars in Jim Rockford, Private Investigator.
Watch KAPP ABC, Saturday night at 7.
It was do or die for the Kamiakin Braves today as they had to win against Central Valley if they wanted to play in the state tournament next week. Now CV's longtime head coach Dale Finroth was looking up for some help above, and Kamiakin, they were looking for help from Emily Autry. She had 29 points, 10 in the 4th quarter. Now the game was tied at 49 with 21.2 seconds to go. Lacey Porter with the steal, but she misses the layup. The Bears rebound. They almost lose the ball, but they regain control. You won't believe this play. Ricky Jackson finally gets the ball, brings it up court. She kicks it to Jenny Wilson. Jenny Wilson with time running down, shoots the three. She nails it. The buzzer sounds. The game is over. Central Valley moves on to state with the amazing 52-49 win. Kamiakin season, it comes to an end. Kennewick was looking for its first ever bid to the state tournament. They faced Wenatchee, and they came out on fire. An 11-0 run to start the game and a 31-13 halftime lead. But they had to play a second half, and the Panthers would come all the way back. Jill Isaacson with Wenatchee there, they're within one. Then Debbie Roos, she can't believe it, but Katie Steidel gives them a 4-point lead in the final seconds. Then they'd hold off the Panthers. They're now headed to state for the first time in their history.
Oh my God, it's awesome! I can't believe this. I'm so excited.
We're kind of an underdog team. No one expected us to go to state this year, probably not even the coach. But I know how hard they work every day, and if there's a team that deserves to go more, I mean, it's them. They work extremely hard. They have everything to be proud of.
They sure do. The first time ever. That's great. Well, the Richland Bombers and the Walla Walla Blue Devils were playing tight games all season long. Today, the two teams met for the final time. The winner would go to state like Kennewick. The loser would go home. Now, the fans were showing their true colors at the Coliseum, the blue and the green and gold. Kevin McClellan had the Bombers moving in the right direction as he banks in 2 of his 6 first quarter points. Then the Bombers run. Steve Mortimer is the recipient. He finishes with the nice layup, but the Warriors wouldn't let the Bombers get too far ahead. Jared Jones hits the 12-footer. A nice little shot from the man going to Florida State. Then it's Matt Hamlin, and he comes through with the follow-up. Look at this nice play. He just gets up, puts it right back in, and the Blue Devils had an 8-point lead at the half. In the second half, Richland comes back. David Lareshaw nails the jumper, and they win the game by a score of 54-49. They will advance to state. Well, at the state tournament, the West Valley Rams came up 1 game short of the championship. Today, they played for 3rd place against Seattle Prep. Now, the Rams wanted a championship, but a win in the final game would be enough. They started off on a mission. Serena Lawrence finishes the play from Katie Borton. Then it's Lawrence again. She gets down low and makes a nice little hoop. Seattle Prep tried to hang on. Chelsea Keegan goes inside for the bucket, but the Rams were focused, and Allison Eldridge, who had 13 points, cuts right through the lane and gets 2 right there. The Rams finish in 3rd place. There's your final 65-51. Ellensburg battled Capital for 5th place, and the Bulldogs were poised and ready. Jenny Peppernow nails the 3 right here, and the Dogs would not be denied today. They were hitting from everywhere. On the inside, it's Maureen Canterbury, and she gets the nice hoop off the glass. Then Tammy Standish, she's been everything to this team all year. She gets into the act, and the Bulldogs go to her. She hits the slashing jumper. Ellensburg wins the game 54-44. They capture 5th place in the state. Well, after falling in the semis last night, the Scotties from Highland had the chance to capture 3rd place. Their opponent was Linden Christian, and they don't win this one. They lose in a heartbreaker, 64-42. We will have highlights tonight on the Hoop Train at 11. Also, Cleellum, they wanted 4th place badly, and they got it. They beat Kashmir today, or they lost to Kashmir. I'm sorry, they finished in 7th place. They lose the game 65-58. Moving on to the State B tournament, and it's winding down as well. Waitsburg took on Tico Oakdale in the 5th place game up in Spokane. So let's head out to this one, and it was a good one, at least if you're a Waitsburg fan. Becky Crow, she gets pressured underneath, but she still gets the hoop right there for Tico Oakdale. But here comes Waitsburg. Wendy Jones, she goes to Ann Bickelhop for their hoop, and Waitsburg wins the game. They take 5th in this one. Sunnyside Christian, their last game of the season was against Manson, and they were looking for 4th in the B tournament, and Manson's Leslie Johnson gets underneath, and the Trojans were rolling early. Now Sunnyside goes outside. That's Sarah Din. She hits the 3. What a pretty shot right there. But the big story here was Katie Davis. She had 31 points. It sets a tournament record. It's an all-time scoring record, and Manson wins the game. They get 4th place in the B tournament. In college, the NWAC tournament, the Columbia Basin Hawks and Yakima Valley College, they met up one more time this season as 4th place was on the line, and at CBC coming through with the big win. They win it 80-67. They finish in 4th. Well, another rivalry was renewed for the final time this season. The Washington Huskies were at Friel Court taking on the Cougars in hopes of winning and getting into the field of 64 for the big dance. Well, they'll have to wait till tomorrow to find out if that happens. But before that, they had to win today. Bob Bender knew it would be huge. The Cougars went to their big senior, Carlos Daniel. He had a big game, 15 points for the Cougs. They were close early, but after that, it was Donald Watts opening it up. He had 21 points for the Huskies. He paced them. And check out here, Jan Wooten with the hoop and the foul. The Huskies win big time. That helps their chances. 70-51 is your final. So things are looking good for them, but they have to wait until tomorrow to find out if they can go to the big dance. Well, 5 in a row. That's what the winning streak for the Mariners has brought into their game today against the Cubs. Make that 6. They beat the Cubs 7-4. Jamie Moyer pitched 4 scoreless innings for the win. He only allowed a hit during that time, and he had 4 strikeouts. So, I'm telling you, with the spring training going on in the Mariners, they look like they should win the World Series right now.
Yeah, fabulous.
It's awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, Brandon.
Well, we'll take you on a flight through the stars without ever leaving the ground. We'll show you how coming up.
And to look into the future through a psychic's eyes. We'll be right back.
Wait.
Amazing Jack Russell Perry.
Wait. Okay. Good boy. Do it again.
Behold the power of cheese.
Over 4 decades,
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
one man produced over 25 hit series and shaped the future of television. Now the stars are coming out to salute the most successful producer in television history. Even the original Charlie's Angels are together again.
But I love you more than they do.
An all-star party for Aaron Spelling, ABC tonight.
Rainbird Sidewinder Sprinkler is very versatile. With no tools, you can change the trajectory of the water from high to low. Replace the nozzles for different flow rates or unplug the nozzle while the system is in operation. Rainbird Sidewinders throw an excellent pattern and can replace brass sprinklers in certain applications. Of course, Muppet & Sons can design and install your orchard, vineyard, nursery, and hop system for sprinkler, micro, or drip. Remember, Rainbird and Muppet & Sons. With our 4 stores, we make a great combination for all your irrigation needs.
Everything is connected.
Extremity problems like tingling, numbness, or pain may be caused by a misalignment of the spine.
Everything is connected.
At Barrett Martin Chiropractic, we understand the human body.
Autonomic nervous system, cerebrospinal axis.
Working components of the human body.
Everything is connected.
Your spine carries information from all over your body to your brain. Proper maintenance will keep you up and running. We know how everything is connected.
KAPP ABC Online. Find out what's coming up on your favorite programs or send us your comments and suggestions. Visit us online at www.kapptv.com.
Well, you can step inside the world of space without jumping on a shuttle.
The main hall of the Yakima Valley Museum has been Star Lab. You can go inside the portable planetarium called the Museum of Flight. Although some kids are more willing than others to take the first step. A guide uses the walls of the portable Star Lab to project stars the Lopazzi brothers saw.
We saw the stars and the constellations. And the Big Dipper. And the North Star. And the Nut Star. And we saw the constellations that the ancient Chinese saw.
The program is part of the museum's Saturday Specials project, an effort to put on something fun and educational for kids.
Some people who say they can see your future gathered in Richland for the 2nd annual Psychic Expo.
The expo featured just over 25 different psychics from a number of vendors, and on hand was Dr. Alan Schwartz, who reads palms and can tell people about their future. Schwartz has been featured in a number of movies, including the movie Ghost. The doctor says the expo is a good chance for people to have a little fun.
The main idea is not to test to see if they're psychic, but to listen to the message, get the message, because the message is always a positive message of those things that will help you develop and optimize yourself.
If you didn't make it to the expo today, it's on again tomorrow from 11 to 6 at the Doubletree Hotel in Richland.
Did you get your fortune told?
No.
No?
No?
You have any fortunes for the games tonight for Trey?
Let's just hope the local teams win, huh?
Yeah, yeah. But they will.
Well, yeah,
Send
there's
them lots
a
of
good
vibes.
chance. Richland girls are playing right now, so we'll see what happens.
Thanks. We'll see you at 11.
Good night.